Hello class 1. Good morning everyone. So students, today we will study a new chapter of science, chapter number 8, that is food for health. Okay, what are the healthy foods that is needed for our health to keep us healthy, strong and fit. Okay, so the name of the chapter is food for health. So now we will see what are we going to study in this chapter, what are the points of this chapter. All right. So students, we will study source of food. Source of food means from where do we get food. Okay, what are the different sources of food, from where we get our food. Then we will study about healthy foods. What are the healthy foods that we must eat so that our body stays fit, strong and healthy. Okay, then food in a day. Food in a day means what amount of food will you eat in a day? How much food do you need to eat in a day? That is food in a day. So these are the contents of the chapter. Source of food. Source of food means from where do you get the food? Then healthy food. What are the healthy food that you eat so that your body stays fit and strong? Okay. Then food in a day. How much food should you eat? And what are the different times and different types of food that you eat in a day? Okay, the meal that you take in a day. Alright, so now let us begin with source of food. So kids, to stay alive, to grow healthy, what do we need? We need to eat food. Yes or no? And food help us to stay healthy. It helps us to become strong, healthy and fit. Yes? So students, there are different sources of food from where we get our food. Okay? See? It is written in the slide, the different sources from which we get our food are plants and animals. There are two sources of food, that is plants and animals, from which we get our food. Okay, from plants we get food like vegetable, fruits, cereals, pulses, grains. Okay, these are the foods that we get from plants. And from animals, what do we get from animals? From animals we get milk, yes or no, egg, meat, honey. All these things are obtained from animals. So these are the different sources of food, plants and animals, from which we get our food. And to stay alive, to stay healthy, we must need to eat food. Yes or no? So to stay healthy and to stay fit and strong, we need food, and food is obtained from different sources. The different sources of food are plants and animals. Okay? So now let us continue. What does this plants give us? I told you. Let us see in the next slide. See students, it is written in the slide. Plants and animals are considered as the primary source of food. Why are they considered as the primary source of food? Because the food that we eat, we get directly from these plants and animals. Okay. From plants, what do we get? It is written, see, we get vegetables, fruits, cereals, grains and pulses from plants. Okay. Then we get milk, eggs and meat from animals. From where do we get fruits, vegetables, cereals and all? We get fruits, vegetables, cereals from plants. And from where do we get milk, egg and meat? We get milk, eggs and meat from animals. Okay, so these are the different sources of food. I will read out again. Plants and animals are considered as primary source of food. Why? Because we get the food that we eat, we get directly from the plants and animals. Okay. Then vegetables, fruits, cereals, grains, pulses are all obtained from plants. And food like milk, egg, meat, these are obtained from animals. And now we will study about healthy food. Okay? To be healthy, we must eat healthy and good food. Yes or no? To stay healthy, we must always eat healthy and good food. Okay? See, food that makes our body strong and healthy is called healthy food. Now, what is healthy food? What do you mean by healthy food? Food that makes our body strong and healthy is called healthy food. I repeat, food that makes our body strong and healthy is called healthy food. Okay? Then fresh vegetables, fruits, cereals, pulses, milk, eggs, meat are healthy food. Now, what kind of food are considered to be called as healthy food? Which food will you say that these food are healthy? Food like, see, fresh vegetables, then fruits, okay, cereals, pulses. Now, what do you mean by cereals and pulses? Cereals and the oats, the barley that you eat, these are all considered under cereals, and pulses, the dal, the lentils that you eat, okay, that is pulses. Then milk, egg, meat, these are all said to be as healthy food as they keep our body strong. Okay? Then eating fresh, clean and healthy food keeps our body fit and away from diseases. Why do we need to eat fresh and healthy food? Because it keeps our body fit and it also protects our body from illness, different types of diseases. Okay, if we do not eat healthy food, if we eat junk food, food that is open, that is made outside, the flies are sitting on the food, those kind of food, those food are unhealthy food, and if you eat those unhealthy food, you may fall ill. Okay, so we must eat fresh, clean and healthy food so that our body stays fit and we will not fall sick or we will not fall ill. It protects our body from different types of diseases. Understood? And students, eating healthy food also helps us to grow and stay strong. It helps our body to grow and makes us strong. See, food like milk, okay, milk, drinking milk every day makes our bones and muscles strong. It makes our bones strong because why? Milk contains calcium, okay. We must always drink milk every day. It makes our body strong. And different food products like cheese, butter, ghee, okay, see, then curd, all these things are made from milk. These are the milk products, or you can say dairy products. The products that is made from milk, it is called as milk product or dairy product, okay. So these are some food, these are some healthy food that we must eat every day to keep our body strong and healthy. Okay? I will repeat the points again. Food that makes our body strong and healthy is called healthy food. Now what is healthy food? Food that makes our body strong and healthy are called as healthy food. Okay? Then fresh vegetables, fruits, cereals, pulses, eggs, meat, etc. These are all considered to be as healthy food. Then eating fresh and clean and healthy food keeps our body fit and it protects us from many type of diseases. We must not eat food from outside. Okay. Then eating healthy food help us to grow and stay strong. When we eat healthy food, we grow well. Okay, our body grows well, our mind develops well if you eat healthy food. Okay, then your brain will be sharp. It keeps our body strong, fit and healthy. And drinking milk every day will make your bones strong. So drink milk every day. Okay. And now students, see, overeating unhealthy or dirty food can make us fall ill. We must also not eat too much of food at a particular time. There is a sufficient amount of food that is to be eaten during a particular time. Okay, eating too much of food is also not good. Then unhealthy or dirty food can make us fall ill, and if we eat unhealthy food. Now what are unhealthy foods? The foods that we eat outside in the market. Okay, the junk food, the fast food that we eat outside, all are unhealthy food. It is not that we don't eat it, but sometimes, not every day. Okay, and dirty food means the food that is prepared in the hotels, outside, on the roadside. Those food are unhealthy. Why? Because the flies from outside comes and sit on the food carrying germs. And if we eat those food, we will fall sick. Okay, our stomach will pain, we will have constipation, these types of disease or these type of illness we will suffer from. So, we must not eat unhealthy food, and even overeating of food is also not good for health. Okay, we must eat our food in a limited quantity. Okay, then see, we must avoid eating too much of junk food. Junk food means, what are junk food? Junk food means such as chips, sweets, cold drink, candies, fast food, etc. These are called as junk food. The burger, pizzas, when you go outside and when you eat all these food, if you eat it in large quantity or if you eat it regularly every day, you may fall ill because these are not good for health. It contains too much of oil. Okay, these are fried foods. You can see in the picture it is given, these are the junk food. It contains too much of oil in it, which can make our body ill. Okay, so we must try to avoid eating these type of food too much. Okay, we must always eat healthy food at home. Our mother cooks healthy food at home, right? The rotis, chapatis, rice, milk, everything is there. So it is not that you don't eat all these foods. Sometimes it's good, but not every day. Okay, so we must always prefer eating healthy food that is cooked at home. Okay, and what are junk food? Junk food are chips, sweets, cold drinks, candies, burgers, fast food items that we eat outside in the stalls, on the roadside. These are all junk food that makes us fall ill. Okay, these makes our body unhealthy. Okay, these junk food, it makes our body unhealthy and we may fall sick. We may fall ill by eating these type of unhealthy food. So it is better we avoid these type of unhealthy food and we eat unhealthy food, and we eat healthy food which is prepared at home by our mother. Okay. I will repeat the points again. Overeating, unhealthy or dirty food can make us fall ill. Then we must avoid eating too much of junk food such as chips, sweets, cold drink, candies, then fast food, etc., as they make our body unhealthy and we may fall ill. Alright? So now students, let us study food in a day. Now what did I told you about food in a day? Food in a day means what amount of food do you eat at a particular time of day. Okay, a proper quantity of food that you eat at a particular meal in a day, that is said to be as food in a day. How much food do you eat in a day? Okay, so it is written, we must always eat our food in proper quantity. We must always eat our food in proper quantity. Proper quantity means not too much and not too less. If you eat too much, it will make you fall ill, or you may have some digestion problems. Okay, and if you eat too much of if you eat food, the very less food, okay, you may fall ill, you may feel weak, your body may feel weak if you eat less food. Okay, it will lead you to starving. Starving means when you eat very less food, you may feel weak. Okay, and it will make you fall, and it will lead to some different types of diseases. Okay, so we must always eat our food in proper quantity, not too much and not too less. Okay, then eating too much of food at a particular time may cause you indigestion and you may fall ill. If you eat too much of food, at a particular time, suppose you are taking your breakfast also, and after that you are eating some another things also at the same time, what will happen? You will have stomach ache. Yes or no? You will have stomach ache. You will suffer from indigestion. Okay? Then you will fall ill. So eating too much of food is not good for health. You must always eat food in a proper quantity. And even if you eat very less amount of food, if you eat very less, your body will be very weak. You will not get the energy to do work. You will not get the energy to study. Okay? So you must not also eat very less food. Okay? Always eat your food in proper quantity, in proper time, and in a proper you must always eat a proper meal in a day. Okay? Now what do you mean by meal? See, it is written, a particular type of food that we eat at different times of a day is called meal. What is meal? It is a particular type of food. It is a particular type of food that we eat at different times of the day. Now we have 3 times in a day, right? Morning, afternoon and night. Okay? In the morning, we eat different type of food. Again, in the afternoon, we eat different kind of food. Yes or no? And at night, we eat different type of food. The particular food that you eat in different times of day, in a particular time of a day, that is called as meal. Okay? So what did you understand by food in a day? It is a food that we eat in a proper amount or proper quantity at a particular time of a day. That is food in a day. Okay? I repeat, we must always eat our food in proper quantity, Then eating too much of food at a particular time may cause you indigestion and you may fall ill. Then a particular type of food that we eat at different times of a day is called meal. Okay, what do you mean by meal? Meal is a particular type of food that we eat at different times of the day. And what are the different times of the day? That is morning, okay, then afternoon and at night. All right. So students, what type of meal do we take in the morning? We eat breakfast in the morning. Yes or no? In breakfast, what do you take? Bread, milk. Yes or no? Then oats. Okay, then chocos. Sometimes you eat chapatis. Yes or no? So these are the different types of food that you eat in morning. That is a meal. That is a morning meal. Breakfast is a morning meal. Yes or no? In the morning we take our breakfast. So breakfast is a morning meal. And what do we eat in the noon? We eat lunch in the noon. And what do you eat in lunch? We eat dal, rice, vegetables, curd. These are the different types of food that we eat in lunch. And lunch is a type of meal that is eaten at noon, at afternoon, after 12 o'clock. Okay? Then dinner. We eat dinner at night. When do we eat dinner? We eat dinner at night. Yes or no? At dinner also, some of you may eat chapatis, then some of you may eat rice. Okay? These are the different types of food items or food that we eat at the different times of the day. Okay, so these are the meals of a day. In the morning, we eat breakfast. Breakfast is a morning meal. Okay, then in the afternoon, we take lunch, which is the afternoon meal. And at night, we have our dinner, that is the night meal. Okay, so meal is a particular type of food that is eaten at the different times of a day. I hope you understood all this. Now let us revise from the beginning ones. Okay. So kids, what did we study today? We studied the source of food, then healthy food and food in a day. Now in source of food, what did you study? What are the different sources of food? From where do we get different types of food? The different sources of food from which we get is plants and animals. Plants and animals are the different sources of food. Okay? Then what do we get from plants? We get fruits, we get vegetables, then we get pulses, cereals, grains. All these things we get from plants. And from animals, we get milk, egg, meat, etc. These are the food products that we get from animals. And these plants and animals are considered as the primary source of food because we get the food directly from these plants and animals. Okay, so that is why these are called as primary source of food. There are two sources of food, that is plants and animals. Okay. Then what is healthy food? Food that makes our body strong and healthy is called as healthy food. Yes or no? Then fresh vegetables, fruits, cereals, pulses, milk, eggs, meat are all healthy food. Fresh vegetables, when you eat fresh vegetable, fruits, cereals, pulses, it all makes your body strong and healthy. And eating fresh, clean and healthy food keeps our body fit and keeps us away from diseases. If we eat fresh and clean food, it keeps our body healthy and it keeps our body away from diseases. And eating healthy food also help us to grow and makes our body strong. Okay, drinking milk makes your bones strong. And the different milk products that is made from milk are what? Butter, cheese, ghee, curd. These are some milk products that is made from milk. Alright. Then overeating unhealthy or dirty food can make us fall ill. If we eat unhealthy food, dirty food, it will make us fall ill. Okay, it will make our body unhealthy. Then we must always avoid eating too much of junk food. Eating too much of junk food makes our body unhealthy. Junk food means the food that we get outside the roadside, like sweets, candies, cold drinks, burgers, pizzas, fast food items. These are all called as junk food. And if we eat too much of junk food, it will make our body unhealthy. So we must always try to avoid eating too much of junk food. We must always eat food that is cooked at home. Okay? Then we must always eat food in proper quantity. We must always eat our food in proper quantity. Not too much and not too less. If you eat too much, you will suffer from stomachache, indigestion, such kind of problems. And if you eat too less food, you will suffer from starvation. Okay? And your body will be weak. You will not get the energy to do work. Okay? Eating too much of food at a particular time may cause you indigestion and you may fall ill. Okay? Then a particular type of food that we eat at different times of a day is called meal. And what is meal? What are the different types of food that you eat at different times of a day? That is called as meal. The food that we eat at different times of a day is called as meal. And what is the morning meal? That is breakfast. What is the afternoon meal? That is lunch. And the night meal, it is our dinner. Okay? So students, I hope you understood all these. So students, that is all for today. In the next class, we will study further with the next chapter. Okay? I will give you the worksheet of this chapter and you please do your work properly and study well at home. I will see you in the next class. Okay? Bye-bye.